The wind howled like a hungry wolf as rain lashed against the old rusted slide. 7 figures huddled on the cracked concrete of their childhood playground, their faces illuminated by the eerie glow of a nearby street lamp. This was the only light in the town since the great storm had ripped through, destroying everything and leaving them with nothing but the memories of their shattered community. 7 years ago, this place had been their sanctuary, a vibrant hub of laughter and joy. But now it was nothing more than a graveyard of twisted metal and broken dreams, just like the lives of its former caretakers. They were once close friends, inseparable as the stars in the sky. But the storm had changed everything, tearing apart their tight-knit group and replacing their unity with festering wounds of loneliness, resentment, and despair. Each of them carried a burden, a heavy secret that had driven a wedge between them and threatened to tear them apart forever. As the youngest, Lila was plagued by loneliness. She had pushed away everyone who cared about her, burying herself alive in her own sorrow. Kai battled wastefulness, a careless habit that had dire consequences. Mina struggled with selfishness, always putting her own needs first. Rue was paralyzed by laziness, unable to summon the strength to help. Terra seethed with anger, lashing out at everyone around her. Jiro was consumed by envy, constantly comparing himself to his peers, and Sora was blinded by pride, convinced that he was always right. They had all come to the playground separately, drawn by some unseen force. And now they stood awkwardly in a circle, unsure of what to do next. The silence was deafening, broken only by the mournful cry of the wind. Finally, Lila spoke, her voice barely a whisper. Clutching a red friendship bracelet, she confessed, "I stopped talking to everyone. I just couldn't bear the thought of their pity. I pushed them all away." Her eyes, usually so full of life, were now dull with regret. "I miss you all," she whispered, tears welling up. But her words seemed to hang in the air between them, unanswered. Would they forgive her? Would they accept her apology? Then, suddenly, Kai stepped forward, clutching a green bottle cap. "I wasted water," he blurted out, surprising everyone. "When the drought hit, I left the hose running without turning off the tap. I could have helped more." He looked down at his feet, ashamed. "I won't waste anything again." His voice shook with emotion. Then Mina spoke, holding a golden key. "I hoarded everything. I kept the best toys for myself and never shared. I know now that I should have listened to you all instead of being so selfish." She looked at them, her face filled with remorse. "I'll be better," she promised, her voice trembling. One by one, they poured out their hearts, confessing their deepest regrets and the flaws that had held them back. Rue admitted to his laziness, muttering that he should have helped more. Terra spoke of her temper, clenching her orange hair tie. "I lashed out at all of you, breaking our bonds. I am sorry." Jiro revealed his envy, whispering that he had been jealous of Mina's confidence. And finally, Sora confessed his pride, holding a white pen. "I acted like I knew best, but I failed to listen to your ideas. I am sorry." As they spoke, the glow of their tokens grew brighter, illuminating the playground in vibrant colors. The tokens, once symbols of their flaws, now represented their journey towards redemption. In their shared vulnerability, they found a sense of camaraderie, a bond that transcended their flaws and reminded them of who they once were. Suddenly, the rusted swing set creaked as if propelled by an invisible force. All 7 of them gasped, their eyes wide with wonder. The swings moved faster and faster, soaring through the air like graceful birds. Higher and higher they went until they were at the peak of their journey, suspended in time. And then, just as abruptly as it started, the swing slowed to a halt. The chains moaned as they came to a stop, leaving the 7 friends hanging in midair, suspended between their past and their future. The silence stretched on, heavy with anticipation. What would happen next? Would they be able to rebuild their shattered lives, or were they destined to remain trapped in their mistakes forever? The answer lay within them, buried beneath the wreckage of their broken bonds and shattered dreams. The question was, were they brave enough to dig themselves free?